Okay. Um, so yeah, we'll answer all your questions at the end. But basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about meal planning and prepping, why it's important to do this when you're doing your program, whether you are trying to lose weight, maintain, or build muscle. And then talk about the importance of doing the meal plan that is in conjunction with the workout program, because all the meal plans are different depending on the program that you do. There's a little method to their madness, and they have a great team of researchers and scientists that put all of this together to make sure that you're going to get the maximum results and benefits from each program. And if I'm talking too fast, let me know. And I'm also sick, so for the first time ever. Okay, so you see our handy little containers down here. So we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of meal planning and prepping. So meal prep, like your nutrition is going to be about 80% of your results, which is crazy. But I'm sure we've all heard you cannot out exercise a poor diet. So that's when, nutrition takes an important key role in this. And really what happens with Beachbody is they teach you how to be extremely mindful of how you eat and your portions, and basically the consistency of each different food group that you eat. So they focus on clean eating, not very many processed foods, more like clean carbs like sweet potato or oats or whole grains versus like white rice, white pasta, white bread, stuff like that. And pretty much from what I've discovered from doing these programs for so long and following the meal plans is basically everything is pretty much low carb. The carb container count for my new program is only 3 carbs, which is crazy. So, which is, great. I get like a fourth of a cup of carbs with 3 meals. So that's not bad at all. And they really help you to spread things out to make sure that you're getting the right amount of nutrition during certain times of the day, and to make sure that you're not under eating. Under eating is like a big problem when it comes to weight loss. It affects our mood, it affects our metabolism, it affects our hormone production. So they make sure that there's like a guideline that will tell you exactly how many calories you should consume based off of your body weight. And then it goes from there, because you have some people who want to lose weight and they're like, okay, I'll just eat 1,200 calories, because there's so many 1,200 calorie diets out there, but 1,200 calories might not be good for one person like it is for another person. Another thing is it's convenient to meal prep. In the beginning, it's a little tough because if you're not familiar with it, it takes some practice, but that's how it is with everything. But it makes it more convenient. Your food is ready to go. It gives you less of a chance to fall into temptation or go through the drive-through. So it just makes it to where you basically don't really have a choice to make bad habits or decisions. So it's convenient. It helps to build your confidence in the kitchen. So, a lot of people don't know what to eat whenever they're starting a new nutrition plan or they're starting a new workout program. And if you follow the meal plan, you know exactly what you're going to be eating. And it just really helps for you to make better decisions and feel good about the decisions that you make later on down the road. You save money. I talk about this a lot because Aaron and I used to spend way too much money at the grocery store. And then a few days later, we wouldn't have enough food in the house, or we wouldn't have the right kind of food. And we'd end up going back to the grocery store and spending more. And now when we do meal plan and decide to prep, we spend literally $200 less than we usually do, and no food goes to waste. So it's definitely a good way to save money. And I know a lot of people say eating healthy is expensive, but really in hindsight, it's not. And that's pretty much it. Less waste, less temptation. So that's why it's good. I think Heather's the next slide here. All right.
Okay, so we'll talk about the portion containers. So when you get this, your Beachbody program, it breaks down your meal plan into however many purples and greens and reds and yellows and blues and oranges and teaspoons and tablespoons that we get. So, the greens for veggies, and then the fruit goes in the purple, red is protein, and half a cup is carbs. Okay, so I thought it was a third of a cup, and then you said it was a fourth of a cup.
Yeah.
I think it's a third.
You think it's a third?
Well, I mean, it says a half right there, but I don't think that's right.
I don't think it's right either.
I don't think a blue is a third either. I think a blue is 4.
A blue is a fourth of a cup because it's only a fourth of an avocado.
Okay. See, I use a whole half of an avocado, but anyway, so yeah, you can make the mixtures of the combinations of the portion containers for each meal. Like on 80-day obsession, you needed a green and a red and a yellow before you worked out, so you could get your carbs and veggies and all that energy for your workout. And then so it'll break it down, so different meal plans for different programs for how much energy you're going to exert and all that. So portion containers, they're pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. And they're really nice too because you're not going to undereat with the portion containers and you're not going to overeat with the portion containers. So you just fill it up to the top. As long as you can close the lid, then that's perfect.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like a lot of food when the food is in the container, but then when you put it on the plate, it's just like
overwhelming most.
And I remember when I first started Beachbody, I did 21-day fix. And the first week I was like, holy moly, this is so much food. I can't eat all of it. And then eventually my body and my metabolism caught up, and then I was able to eat all of the food. And I think now with the programs too, I don't know if anyone's gotten the portion containers recently, but it also comes with a larger container that you can dump everything into. So that's really nice. All right, so this is the good part. If you have a pen and paper, bust it out. But this is going to tell you basically where your target calorie level is for how many calories you should be eating. This is based off of the Fixate. So this is kind of what we have transferred to. All the programs are based off of this one formula. So basically, to find your right meal plan, you'll take your weight and you'll multiply it by 11, and that's your caloric baseline. That's how many calories you should have a day just to live. So I haven't done this in a while, but I'll pull mine out from when I first started. So when I first started, I was 8 weeks postpartum and I was 150 pounds. So that times 11 is 1,650. So 1,650 calories, which is crazy because I try to eat around 2,000 calories right now. So that's your caloric baseline. That's how many calories you need to have a day. So your weight times 11. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add 400 calories to that. So that is the typical amount of calories that you burn per workout that you do, and added with your stuff throughout the day. So you add 400 to your caloric baseline, and this is going to be your maintenance calories. So if you're not trying to lose weight or you need to lose 10 pounds or less, we're going to try to stick in the maintenance calorie level. And if you want to, we'll talk about that in a second. So yeah. And then finally, if you're trying to lose weight, if you have more than 10 pounds to lose, subtract 750, and that's going to be your target calorie rate. And then that's it as far as calories go. You don't ever have to count them. Everything is pretty much condensed into
the portion containers.
So you don't have to count calories. You don't have to weigh your food. Everything's just basically done. And so I wish that I would have written down basically all these over here. 12 to 1400 are going to be your group A, 15 to 19 is B, 18 to 2000 is C, and 21 to 2,299 is plan D. There's also an EFG as well, but most people aren't going to be that high. There was a few girls I remember in the test group for 80-day obsession that were eating in G, and some of them were like very fit. They just wanted to build muscle, and they built a lot of muscle, which is super crazy. And then other people were just like literally 600 pounds. So they were eating 3,500 calories a day, and the amount of weight that they lost was awesome. So that is how you figure out how you're going to eat and what you're going to eat. And pretty much every program will have this guide. I'll show you guys how to find that next. Okay, so let's talk about the meal plan guide and where to find that for your specific program. So I'm going to stop this. And you're just going to go to Beachbody On Demand. You can access this from your device or from your desktop. And this is just, the main page, Beachbody On Demand. And Heather, I have to start working out under my sign-in because it says 0 workouts. Because I've been sharing your Zoom screen. They probably think I haven't worked out in like weeks.
Oh my gosh, right.
So let's just choose. We'll just choose the new Lift 4 program.
Yes.
Because Joel looking. Maybe he'll watch
shitty
this.
taste in music, just so you know. Don't click on the playlist.
Don't listen to his playlist. It's not good. Okay. So every program, whenever you click on it, you'll have an overview of the program. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so you'll have an overview of the program, and this will just kind of tell you how to do it or whatever. And then here is the workout list, and the workout list doesn't completely open up for this until the 16th, but there are these workouts that we've been doing. And then there's the program materials under all the programs. And you'll have like your calendar, your progress tracker, all this is PDF, you can print it out. But then there's the nutrition guide. And I'm following the vegan meal plan for this, but I don't think anyone else is. So I'll just go to the normal nutrition guide for you guys. And the vegan plan is a little different because there are more carbs on it because you're getting less protein, but it definitely evens out. Man, I cannot wait to work out with this dude for the next 8 weeks. Just saying. Okay, so all right, so he talks about finding your plan, which is what we just did. And then he has all of the plans here. So I think this program is different. It goes based off of your weight. So 168 or less would be on plan A.
Is that your goal weight or your?
No, this is your current weight. Because the HIIT, like lifting the weights for the first 15 minutes, like super heavy weights, and then doing the high intensity for the last 15 minutes, it's going to put your body into mega calorie burn. And so like they've discovered that with like the HIIT exercises, you will be at a high calorie burn for like 3 days. So that's why they have the rest day on Wednesday to help slow your body down a little bit. And then there's the Saturday and Sunday rest day. Those other 2 rest days. Because if not, like you would literally if you worked out every day, you'd literally just be burning off all of your calories, which some people would think it's good, but your body would be like, oh my God, what's going on? Things start shutting down. So with this plan, they just have it by your weight. But you can see here where it tells you like how many containers. So if you're on plan A, you get 3 veggies a day. Oh my gosh, that is not enough veggies.
I know. Oh no.
I'm going to be eating on Plan C because I'm pregnant.
I'll be on Plan B.
Okay. That's a little better. 4 veggies. You get 3 fruits, which is very, very nice because on 80-day obsession, you only got like what, 1 or 2 fruits a day,
It
like
was 2, and then
not
three on phase 2, I think.
yeah, not very many fruits, which I love fruit, so
It's an easy snack.
yeah.
Definitely.
4 proteins, 3 carbs, 1 healthy fat, 1 seasoned oils. But I did notice that the oils and nut butters are higher on this. So if you like peanut butter, you get 4 teaspoons of peanut butter a day. But yeah, it's pretty easy to follow along with. And I'll be posting my meal plan that I made today for Lift 4, so you guys can kind of see like how I'm doing it. It's kind of like a vegan or a vegetarian hybrid because I'm still eating eggs. But let me go to a different program. Everyone say bye to Joel.
Hi, Joel.
We'll see you tomorrow. What's going on? There we go. Whatever, I'll just do this. Okay. Okay, well, I don't want to do 80-day obsession because that's it. Oh, there we go. They changed the layout, and I'm like, I feel lost now. Okay. 21-day fix. We'll go to old trusty. We'll go to the program materials. Okay, so this is going to be under nutrition. It gives you the food list. Another cool thing about the food list is it's an order of like the most nutritious food for that food group to the least nutritious. So like usually the top 5 foods are like would be the best to stick with, even though everything else is still good for you. But the top 5 are usually like super dense in nutrition, and you get more bang for your buck that way. I just can't eat kale anymore. Like I'm so over it. And it's not good blended.
Oh my god. I tried to put it in my shake the other day. I had to choke it down.
It's so chunky. I feel like I put kale in a shake every few years, and I'm like, why did I do that? You have to like powderize it in order for it to be good.
Right. I froze mine, and then it still wasn't any good.
Okay, come on. This is basically
it's too easy. It's too easy.
Okay. What did I do? Okay, so there's like the way you can figure out your caloric baseline, which the 21-day fix and the fix 8 are now the same thing. Okay, so this is better. So this will show you your container plan. And a lot of the older workout programs like T25, I ran into this problem the other day. They don't have a set meal plan like this. They kind of just tell you like the kind of things to eat. So I usually just refer people back to 21-day fix, or Core de Force has a really, really good meal plan. If you're doing an older program that doesn't have a meal plan, definitely ask us, because there are a lot of comparative programs, so you can definitely like cross-reference that stuff. But yeah, like Plan C, I think I'm in Plan C indefinitely. 1,800 to 2,000 calories. Plan B, 15 to 17. Plan A, 12 to 14. So 12 is like, you're going to be more in like the 14 range if you're eating in Plan A. So yeah, that is where you find your meal plans. We'll go back here. All right, so now Heather's going to show you something cooler.
So cool. I went to Pinterest and I found some sample menus for a couple of the programs, the 80-day obsession, and then the Plan A and B samples. And we'll also put this in the files so you guys can click on these links. And then the 21-day fix extreme, there's a week 2 shift shop, and then just like a random portion container 3-week meal plan. So you can probably use that with anything. And then a quarter force and a PIO.
Yeah.
So I can't click on any.
It's like on Pinterest, you can just get on there and like type in your program and then the meal plan bracket you're in, and a meal plan will pop up. And usually it links to the Beachbody blog, which I'll show you guys that now. So this is something else that's on the Beachbody On Demand. And I definitely encourage you guys to like explore Beachbody On Demand and teambeachbody.com, because there's so much helpful things on there. But if you go to the blog on Beachbody On Demand, they have all kinds of things. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Livestrong website, but it's laid out very similar to the Livestrong. So they have a bunch of like educational things on here, but there's fitness blogs on all this stuff, nutrition, which is where I like to go. And then I just go to meal plans. And there's like other cool things too. And then you can like search your meal plan here, or you can just kind of scroll down, and they have all these really helpful things. How to meal plan on a budget, diet hacks for weird work hours, 9 post-workout meals for 80-day obsession, 9 pre-workout meals for 80-day obsession, Body Beast meal prep, which I wish I would have meal prep for Body Beast. I never followed it. Easy meal prep for bulking, which I'm so glad that they put this on here, that it's not all about weight loss, because building muscle is like pretty important, especially if you want a curvy booty. Like you want to eat a little bit more for that booty. No cook meals, which is really great, especially in the summer if you don't want to turn your stove or oven on. They have best meal prep containers and bags, a beginner's guide to meal prepping. Basically everything that you could need is on here. And then also, if you want to do like a nutritious meal or whatever, there's always the Fixate cooking channel. And this is with Bobby and Autumn Calabrese. And I'm pretty sure Bobby is a chef, he's Autumn's brother. And they're actually opening a restaurant in LA. So another reason to go to Beachbody headquarters, so you can stop by Autumn's restaurant. Let's pull that up.
We have 8 minutes.
Okay, we're almost done. Here's the Fixate thing. I won't click on it, but there's like over 100 recipes on there. So definitely check that out. And also, like, you can make the recipe, and then per serving, it'll tell you like your container count. So that's a good way to incorporate that into your meal plan. If you want to like do like crock pot meals, and that's something else you can look up. They have crock pot meals for meal plans. So if you're like me, I basically eat the same thing every day. So that works great for me, because I don't really have like an attachment to food. I can just like eat whatever. I eat leftovers until there's nothing left. But Heather kind of like preps every single day. Like she just fills her containers and goes. So there's definitely different ways to do it. And then I'll just like hit on To Be Mindset really quick. So this is a new program that we have. Exercise is a bonus with this. And this is just a mindset shift as far as your nutrition goes. So if you're not to the point where you're confident with using the containers, or you get easily discouraged and you keep finding yourself falling back into a rut as far as like your mindset goes with food, this might be something for you to look into. You don't have to count calories, you don't have to measure food, you don't have to use containers, you don't cut any food groups, there's no deprivation or feeling hungry. And they like give you little tidbits of information on how to enjoy yourself when you're out in a social setting, like if you're at a party, on vacation, or at a restaurant. And a few things that they hit on is how to recognize false hunger. They let you know like what to eat first. So you like, if you're like out somewhere, like they say drink water first, and then eat as many vegetables as you can. They talk about having a daily habit as far as your nutrition goes. Things you should always order first, how to deal with cravings, meals that you can eat in big portions. This is a meal-oriented program, so they do a lot of really big they call them sexy salads, and they do like bigger portions. So you're eating like a nice hearty breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So you don't feel deprived. Because I know, sometimes if you're at work and you see someone eating like a few cheese cubes and a handful of grapes, and then that's their lunch, like you don't have to eat like that for sure. So, and people are getting amazing results with this program without exercising. So that's really good. So if you have any questions about TB mindset, just ask me or Heather, and we can fill you in a little bit more with that. And if anyone has any questions or comments,
unmute yourself.
look in the chat box. Yeah, you guys can unmute yourselves. Oh yeah, for sure. If I want to lose 15, I need to consume only consume 1,150 calories. That is definitely too low. Sarah, you already answered that. You'll stay in plan A. Don't want to eat any less, for sure. But if I would put the 15 pounds in with the 10-pound rule. So maybe eat at maintenance. Maybe are you having a hard time losing the 15 pounds? Like, are you kind of at like a plateau right now?
Yeah. And part of it is just not, I haven't stuck with keto in the past like 3 weeks just because of life and working out. Yeah. So I think once I get back in the swing of things, it'll fall out.
Well, but yeah, I think maybe you should try this, because I will say, like, I've noticed that with this meal plan, like, there's not a plateau. It, like, you just keep the burn up. Because I know that you will hit like a keto slump, and you just have to power through the keto slump. But with this, like, I'm thinking maybe you could do a plan A. And if you did plan A and you did 3 weeks on it, I am pretty sure you would lose the 15 pounds, because that's usually what people lose whenever they do 21-day fix and they follow the meal plan to the T. But I would say, because you are a pretty active person, like you go for walks and stuff like that, and you have all you're like dog sitting all the time and walking the dogs. I would say I would put you in a maintenance bracket personally. Do you like feel hungry ever? Are you ever hungry?
Past couple of weeks I have, but like I said, I think it's just because I've gotten out of my routine.
Right.
And I know that 1,100 calories, I wouldn't be able to. I know I'd starve.
Yeah, that's not enough. That's definitely not enough. So, let's plan to talk sometime this week. I'll send you a message tonight, and we can plan on when to talk, and we'll talk a little bit more about getting you in a good calorie range, and then see where you want to go as far as like sticking with keto or trying the meal plan. I definitely think I see 1,150 calories, and it just like makes my heart hurt. Like, that's not enough food.
I mean, and because especially with keto too, and I've seen so many nutrition labels, is that even healthy stuff, I mean, it's going to have calories. And so you're talking 4 grapes and 3 cheese cubes, and I'm halfway there already.
Yeah. You can't live off of that. I personally, I think calorie counting should be out the window. And what Beachbody does is they use your weight to find a calorie range to figure out how many containers you have. But I mean, if you notice, the majority of your containers are vegetables and protein. Like, that's like going to be your higher container counts for everything. So we are along the lines of, it's mostly a low carb diet. So it's not quite keto because they do less fats. But we'll definitely talk about that, because I would actually love to see you on one of the meal plans to see how it works out. And if it doesn't work, then you can just go right back to keto. But let's talk about that. I'll send you a message after.
We're about to get cut off.
Okay, when we get off. Okay, if you guys have any other questions, just let us know. Sarah, I'll connect with you whenever I hop off of here. And then we'll post this in the group, and we'll also post it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys.
Okay.
You guys have a good one.
Bye.